Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com. Today we are talking about the best areas for real estate investing in Caracas. First, disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. And the other thing is, I'm going to mention the areas of Caracas that I'm very keen on, and if I decided to purchase a property on Caracas, I will be doing so on one of these neighborhoods. So let's start. PRADOS del Este is a high middle class residential area of the city of Caracas. It's actually very quiet, very peaceful, very safe compared to the rest of the city. Is located on the Baruta municipality. This area on the past used to be a coffee farm. The area has beautiful family homes, very big. It is a convenient place on the east side of the city and is surrounded by restaurants, shopping malls, and such. Alto Prado is actually very close to PRADOS del Este. It is also a high middle class residential neighborhood of the city of Caracas. It is more densely populated compared to PRADOS del Este, has nice properties, residential complexes, it is pretty safe, and has a few amenities as well. It is also located on the Baruta municipality. La Trinidad is a high middle class neighborhood, residential neighborhood that you find on Caracas. It is very safe. It's also on the Baruta Muni. It has nice big houses and properties and is relatively affordable. Very well located with a pleasant weather of the mountain areas of Caracas. Beautiful and quiet place on this big city in Venezuela. Naranjo is a nice neighborhood that you find on the east side of Caracas. Has a nice view to the rest of the city. Is pretty much very mountainous area and has a mountain climate. It has a very cool weather, sometimes even less than 10 degrees Celsius. It has a beautiful landscape, it's very peaceful and very safe. El Cafetal is very close to Los Naranjos. Is a high middle class residential area on Caracas. It was actually another coffee farm on the country, and that hence the name El Cafetal, that means the coffee place. It was pretty much developed at the second part of the 20th century. It has both houses and apartments that can be purchased for residential and investment purposes. Bellomonte is actually a very well convenient located area of Caracas. It's pretty much very safe. It's not as upscale as you want. However, it is pretty decent, relatively safe. It has some decent amenities and properties, a lot of conveniences. Actually, it's one of the places that I like to visit the most when I travel to Caracas, and has a few important commercial places like Centro Comercial El Recreo and the Sabana Grande Boulevard. Altamira has one of the icons of the city, La Plaza Franca de Altamira, or the Frank Square. Has a lot of residential complexes. Is pretty much nice, safe, and a pretty eclectic part of Caracas. La Castellana is actually one of my favorite places in not only in Caracas but actually in the whole country. It has a lot of amenities, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, shopping malls, you name it. But also has some pretty good residential properties. So maybe La Castellana, if I move to Caracas, I might be doing so in La Castellana. El Rosal is actually one of the most important business districts in Venezuela. You might argue that it's the most important business district in Venezuela. It has embassies, it has many businesses, but also a pretty important residential area of the city of Caracas, especially if you're in town for business. And of course, we have to mention Las Mercedes. Las Mercedes is actually number one on my Caracas neighborhood power ranking. If I move to Caracas, most likely I will be doing on Las Mercedes. Las Mercedes, you might say, is the Soho, the Manhattan of Caracas. It has a lot of amenities, anything you can think of that you might need in any city on the world. Las Mercedes is most likely gonna have. It has a lot of commercials, a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping malls, a lot of nightclubs, a lot of also very cultural places like bookstores and theaters and such. It's a very high class neighborhood, not only in Caracas but on the whole country. One of the main icons of this neighborhood is La Plaza Alfredo Sadel or Alfredo Sadel Square. Very important, very beautiful, and actually when I'm in Caracas I go all the time to Las Mercedes, one of my favorite places in the country. And before we end, I want to mention a couple of wild cards. One is La Lagunita, that is actually a pretty high-end country club on the city of Caracas. Of course, it's more of a suburb of the city and has pretty big, beautiful houses. They look like Bel Air on California, on the United States. Of course, no, it's not as nice as Bel Air, but it's a pretty nice place. It has a pretty beautiful and important golf course on the country. And also, I want to give a shout out to El Latillo. El Latillo is not my cup of tea, however, it has a very eclectic and Pinterest architecture, colonial architecture, quite beautiful, and also it's a very green place, so it has a beautiful natural landscape within the city of Caracas. And that might be the place for you if you come to the town. So there you go, my favorite neighborhood on Caracas where I would like to maybe purchase a property in the future. Please leave on the comments below which one is your favorite, if you already visited Venezuela or you visited Caracas, in which part you stay on the city. I want to read it on the comments. Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again and have a nice day.